Hello, my name is Tep, and today I'm going to tell you about World War ant. There are thousands of species of ants in the world. I know some species like the red imported fire ant, the soldier's ant, army ants, and fire ants. First, I will tell you about the soldier's ant. Soldiers ant live in Argentina, and in Argentina, the soldiers ant is the most number of ants in the country. Soldiers ant work with their teams. When an enemy comes, the big soldier's ant grab the enemy hand, and the small one help to pull the enemy legs away, and they use the enemy to be their food for the baby ants. When a number of ants is much bigger every day, they will have to divide into groups. And when, for example, there are one large group of soldiers ants, so they will divide into 5 groups, and each group have one queen. One ant nest have one queen. When one queen goes into the ant nest alone, she stomps her food and chases away other ants. The soldiers ant have nothing to do because their sizes are very small, and the soldier's ant is the smallest ant that ever exists. Next, I will tell you about fire ant. Fire ant is usually red. When it stings a human, a big red spot is on our skin, or it bites. When it's called fire ant because it's red, or when it stings or bites, the spot is red too. So that's why it's called fire ant. Sometimes fire ant fights against the army ants. The fire ants lose because of their size. Not everyone is scared of army ants. Some ants, like giant Argentina's ant, is not afraid of it. When the two meet each other, first they talk together. After that, the giant Argentina ant uses its giant claw to grab it. Army ant is much smaller than giant Argentina ant, so it taps its mouth. That means it teams, its companions who help it. After it dies, the big army ant grabs its head, and the small one pull the ant leg. When when the when when the giant Argentina ant lost some leg, it died, and the army ant will put them as a prey, as a food for the baby ants. Sometimes army ants or sometimes army ants or can catch much bigger prey than them. For example, they can catch the bumblebees, or they catch spiders, flies, or termites. Those ants are called army ants because they work in a team. When they fight against other ants, they look like army fighting each other. So that's why they are called army ants. Next, there are two largest ants. The first one is the giant red Argentina ant. These ants look like the red important fire ant, but they are not as heavy as the red important fire ant. When only a soldier ant ran toward it, it ready its giant claw and snapped the prey. When the prey is died, the ant only killed the soldier's ant. It didn't eat the ant. It killed the ant. Or when it's hungry at fighting, it will use the ant to be its dinner. Now I will tell you about the last kind of ant, or the red important fire ant. This ant is the biggest ant. Even it's a little bigger than the giant Argentina red ant. So this ant is not. This ant look like the red Argentina ant. So the red Argentina ant could fight a soldier's ant, since the red important fire ant could face again an army ant. First, the red important fire ant used its claw and snap the army ants. When the army ants tried to get out, it get this thing closer to the ant, and it dropped its poison on the army ants. So the army ants died. When there are too many army ants attacking the nest, so the red important fire ants will use rocks to block the way. If they didn't do that, at the time, the army ants would take all the eggs. Oh, today I just discovered two more kind of ant. The first one is an ant with a big rectangle head. When it saw an army ant going inside, it used its big head to block the way. So the army ant had to give up. This one is the most scariest. It's zombie ants. When the deadliest ant have bite one ant, the ant that have been bite fall down the tree. It just it it lie down a tree some minutes, then it climb up again. When it climb up, it it now it become a coward ant. When it just touch when it come up a leaf, it fall down. When it climb up to the top of the tree, it fall down again. Then it die. That is called a zombie ant. And today I'm going to tell you. And today, and that is something I can tell you about World War Ant. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.